It's now time for the Rebirth Sports full game recap. We go all the way back to December 19th, the year 2024, when the Nashville Predators were welcoming the Pittsburgh Penguins to Bridgestone Arena. Head coach Andrew Burnett deploys his lines and defensive pairings in the following way: Forsberg, Stamkos, and Marchessault, LaRue, O'Reilly, and Nyquist, Jankowski, Novak, Evangelista, Smith, McCarron, and Sissons. Your defensive pairings are Shea and Blankenberg. Luzon back in the lineup. Willsby is his defensive partner. Del Gaizo back from being placed on waivers with the Nashville Predators for one more game. Luke Shen, as his defense partner, UC Saros, gets the start in net. 3:07 into the first period. Now it's Jari coming with a save on Willsby. It was a 2-on-1 with LaRue, and it was the first shot on goal of the game. 3:51 now in the first period. It's Marchessault with his 9th goal of the season. Forsberg sent the puck off of the rush to the low slot, allowing Marchessault to crash hard and cash in again, giving the Nashville Predators a 1-0 lead over the Pittsburgh Penguins. 7:27 mark of the first period. It's Marchessault off to the box. 2 minutes for tripping on Philip Tomasino. First special teams scenario of the game. 0 shots on goal given up by the Nashville Predators. An outstanding penalty kill. Colton Sissons doing some great work out there. 10:53 of the first period. It's Raquel off the box. 2 minutes for hooking on Marchessault. So Marchessault been involved in everything so far in the first 10 minutes of this game. The Predators' first power play of the game. Jari comes up with a save on O'Reilly at the top of the crease. A couple of give and goes led to a great chip shot. Jari, an outstanding save right here. Jari also comes with a save on Tommy Novak. That would do it for the Nashville Predators power play. 13:13 of the first period. Saros coming up with a save on Rust's backhand. That was the first shot on goal of the game for the Pittsburgh Penguins, coming at the 13:13 mark of the first period. 14:19 of the first period. Saros coming with a save on Phil Tomasino. 16:21 now of the first period. It's Rust picking up his 13th goal of the season. A rebound tap in. Saros made the initial stop on the tic-tac-toe, but could not get himself back to position in time. Rust with the easy tap in for his 13th of the season ties the game up at 1 apiece. 16:28 of the first period. It's Beauvillier. Yes, that Beauvillier, former Nashville Predator, off the box. 2 minutes for interference. Preds back on the power play. Jari comes up with a save on Novak, and then Luke Evangelista cashes in with his 4th goal of the season. It was a rebound putback of Novak's intentional shot off of the pads to create that rebound. Luke Evangelista pounces on, and the Preds are up 2-1. That'll take us to the end of the first period, with the Predators out shooting the Pittsburgh Penguins 9-5. On to the clean sheet of the second period. We pick action up at 1:25. We find Jari coming up with a save on Stamkos. The 1:31 mark of the second period. It's Lazat coming up penalty. 2 minutes for kneeing on Steven Stamkos. This led to a scrum. Stamkos was very unhappy with this hit right here. Jari comes up with a save on Nyquist. The Preds power play cannot make the Penguins pay. 3:38 though of the second period. Stamkos picking up his 9th goal of the season. Forsberg feed to the left circle for the wrist shot finish, and somehow, even though it went off the bar in the middle of the net, the ref missed it. It had to be reviewed, but it obviously was a goal. We all saw it going with our own eyes. I think the referee was the only one that wasn't totally sure. Stamkos' 9th goal of the season makes it 3-1 in favor of the Nashville Predators. At the 5:58 mark of the second period, it's Shea off to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. This is going to allow Sidney Crosby to take a big check along the half wall, get up, come right back to the side of the net, and have a perfect redirect of Carlson's shot pass. Crosby's 9th goal of the season, getting over on McCarron and the Predators, makes the game 3-2 in favor of the Nashville Predators. 8:33 of the second period. Saros comes up with the save on Graves at 9:08 of the second period. It's Raquel with his 15th goal of the season, and it was a deflection off of the Predators defender in front that ends up taking an awkward bounce over UC Saros and into the net. A bad turnover is what started this whole play. The game now tied at 3 apiece. At the 9:58 mark of the second period, it's Jari coming with a save on Del Gaizo. 12:28. Jari comes up with a save on Brady Shea. 16:59. UC Saros comes up with a save on Letang after the game tied at 3 apiece. Things really settle down and come to a crawl. We hit the end of the second period. We have a 3-3 hockey game. The Nashville Predators out shooting the Pittsburgh Penguins by a total of 16-9. Into the third period, we're 38 seconds in, and Carlson's off the box. 2 minutes for holding the stick. Jari would come up with a save on Forsberg. The Predators would be unable to to convert in this scenario. 3:09 of the third period. Saros comes up with a save on Letang at the 4-minute mark. Saros comes up with a save on Tomasino. Then we find ourselves at 7:44 of the third period, where Shea scores his third goal of the season. It was LaRue bringing the puck from the D zone all the way up to the blue line at the offensive zone for O'Reilly to then send it over to Shea. Shea kicks it up to his blade and puts it in. A highlight reel goal for the Nashville Predators. They are now ahead 4-3 in the third period. We flip over to the backside of the sheet and we find our next action at 8:17 in the third period. Lazarov to the box again, 2 minutes for interference. A huge scrum for what many considered to be a dirty hit in this scenario, his second of the game. Jari comes up with a save on O'Reilly, then Jari comes up with a save on Steven Stamkos. The Predators, again, unable to convert on a power play. 11:37 now of the third period. It's Carlson with his third goal of the season, tying the game up at 4 apiece. A long shot through traffic with Crosby setting the screen. The Pittsburgh Penguins were buzzing at this moment, and they get the tying goal. We go to the 13:51 mark of the third period. It's Jari coming up with a save on O'Reilly. 14:53. Jari comes up with a save on Luke Evangelista. 17:26 of the third period. Jari comes up with a save on Nyquist. Preds pushing, trying to get that winning goal here in regulation, but at 17:53, it's Stamkos off the box. 2 minutes for tripping. No shots on goal given up by the Nashville Predators. As a matter of fact, an outstanding job of ragging the puck by the Predators penalty kill unit. You don't see that very often in the modern NHL. Used to be a standard practice of penalty killers to pass the puck back to their defenseman and play keep away, but now teams typically just dump the puck in and get a change. Great job here by the Nashville Predators securing a point with a great penalty kill at the end of regulation. Nashville Predators outshoot the Penguins for 3 periods, 26-19. We go into the 3-on-3 overtime. The Predators have the first possession, hold on to it for nearly a minute, do not get a single shot on goal. As a matter of fact, passed up a couple of shot opportunities in the 107 mark of the 3-on-3 overtime. We find Rust scoring his 14th goal of the season. It was a wrist shot from the high slot. Again, after the Preds passed up multiple shots on goal and got caught in a line change during a 3-on-3 overtime. 5-4 is your final. The Pittsburgh Penguins come away with the extra point. The Predators do earn a point, though. The Nashville Predators outshoot the Penguins at 26-20 in an overtime loss. So for the Nashville Predators, that's 2 games on this 4-game homestand complete. They have picked up 3 of the 4 possible points. Pointing out the positive, obviously right there, the Predators did have a 3-1 lead in this game, and they gave up a 3-1 lead. They had a 4-3 lead in the third period, and they gave that up, and they lost in overtime. So the positive you can take away is a point. The negative is the Preds did not have a very, very good night overall on the back end, in net or from the defense. And the Predators did find a way, though, to score 4 goals. That's something they haven't done a whole lot. So, again, positives and negatives all the way around. I guess that's why this is a kind of a half 50-50 night where the Preds do pick up 1 of the 2 points. That's going to do it for the Reverse Sports full game recap. We got analysis, box score, and so much more coming up next on the Renegades of Puck podcast.